Hello everybody, this is a Lighthouse Hall of Fame film, and we're in Tundra. Another map. Not the same old map, it's a new one. But before we get started, let me just say, over the last about 3 days, I've had 15 different Hall of Fame battles submitted. A couple of them are my own. And all but about 3 or 4 of them are all Luchs and PZ38 NA battles. So, I'm going to break what I normally do. Normally, I post them in the strict order that they were submitted. But because I have so many of the same tank, I have like 10 Luchs and 10 PZ38 NA battles. I'm going to do a couple of those and then throw in a battle that was submitted more recently just to have different tanks instead of getting 10 of the same tank in a row. So, if you've already submitted one, especially if it's on the website already, don't worry, we'll get to your YouTubes. It's just going to take several days to catch up. And as good as you guys are at submitting them, I don't know if I'll ever catch up, but I'll try. May not be till next weekend. So, this is Sebastian Potachka in his Luchs, and we are in Tundra Standard Mode South Spawn. 5 lights on the enemy team and 3 on his. Enemy team's top heavy with heavies, and well, his team has a lot of heavies as well. So there's going to be probably a big brawl for the hill over here, and the winner of that may take the fight because they're going to have good sniping opportunities on all these slow targets. He can easily win the race over here in the Luchs. PZ1C may beat him, but that tank's pretty much a joke. So I know a lot of people love their PZ1C, but I have yet to see it do anything good in any battle. It's just too easily beat. Kill number 1. There'll be a few more. He only has 1 TD coming to close off the entrance behind him, which isn't really good, but now he gets to shoot at Artie. If it stays there and he gets to reload, he'll kill it next time. Where'd they go? They disappeared. There he is. I don't know if he has a shot. PZ30 and A's thinking he's smart and trying to proxy scout the hill here, which isn't a bad idea. But if those heavies come around the corner, it's going to be a terrible idea. Yeah, there's a KV-1 coming in behind him, but help is arriving just in time, although it's not very big help. I don't know if it's going to slow the KV-1 down very much. If the KV-1's competent, he's going to blast through these guys. So Sebastian's going to rush him and take matters into his own hands here. It's a drift-by shooting. Ooh, this Stug is looking like he's in trouble. He doesn't know it, but if he can get his gun pointed down, he'll just pop up here. The other TD may cause trouble. Bam. Stug 3G stopped and tried to aim in, but he is a little bit too slow. Now he has to be worried about getting caught in that hill. Sebastian has no help behind him, so he's going to have to be watching what's trying to sneak up on him. because the PZ-38 and the TD may come in. I think he's... Well, he knows that it's open, so he's watching. He really wants to go take out this heavy. He's like, do I have time? Are they going to sneak up in me? Do I have time? Oh, he's disappearing. Drats. Now I have to go find those other guys, thinking they can backdoor me. Here comes the stud. They're pretty maneuverable, but the biggest fear here is if you try to make a pass at them going downhill in a Luchs, you may end up drifting and not turning as the way you want to do. So you have to be careful with that. There's the shot and there's the opening to go in. Already takes him out. I think I'd go after the PZ-38NA next. It's like, you want to sit back there and try to light me up, I'm going to show you what lighting up is. He's still there. Trouble is, you have to be careful going at 38 NAs in a Luchs because they can beat you. You can't quite kill them in one clip, and they can unload on you while you're reloading, so you really have to pay attention to what you're doing when you take one on one. He's behind in the fight by 4 tanks. If he gets the first clip unloaded and can get away without being seen, then it's his advantage big time. But if a 38 and 8, particularly if they get the first shot in and then you unload on them and they get to keep shooting, then the Luchs doesn't fare too well. Or if they ram you, because a 30 and 8 can ram a Luchs pretty well. But he's being conscious, he knows the dangers. We have a light over by Cap. Actually back beyond Cap. Ooh, here's an easy kill. The cruisers finally decided to come over here and say, hey, you're getting a lot of kills, show me how you do that. Because I'm not getting anything. Uh-oh, already dead. 3, 2, 1. Down 3 tanks. And just as the cruiser get here, Sebastian's going to move over to the other side because he can sometimes reset Cap from here depending on where they set up at. That's the ideal way to attack a 30 NA right there. Get the first clip and get away. Now, advantage is yours because you can take him out the next clip. But there's some heavies back beyond him, so you have to be careful. Cruiser is going to, I don't know. He's just out cruising around. While the cruiser bathes in the river, Sebastianpotachka is going to take on the entire rest of the enemy team. Excellent fire. Uh-oh, get away, get away. Run away, run away. I am not... No ammo.
Target unlocked. Target acquired. Enemy armor is hit.
Ah, just short of a kill.
Enemy armor is hit.
That's okay. He's next time. The trouble is there's 3 tanks up there. Ouch. Saving it for him. Now he pulls around and takes out the PZ-2G. Perfect. Now he can play ring around the rosy with the Churchill around the rock if he wants to. He's just going to retreat and come in from a different angle. So the cruiser's done bathing and is now moving north to, I don't know, maybe survey the Arctic Circle. I don't know what he's doing over there. I'm not certain he knows. Sebastian's asking if anybody knows how many hit points the T-25 has. Bigger question is, where the heck is the T-25? Just be glad he's not over here helping his Churchill. Maybe the T-25 and cruiser are texting or something. They aren't supposed to drive while they text, so they're parking in a corner and texting.
Ready to fire. Critical engine damage.
Oh, not good.
Stuck here. We didn't even scratch
This is
them.
iffy now. 5 hit points. Stay away, T-25.
Where'd they go?
I'd be willing to bet the cruiser's justifying this as saying, I'm going to find the T-25. And he found him. Maybe he'll take him out. Wow. He's rushing in for the kill over there. T-25 must be AFK because he's not responding. There he goes. Well, that certainly helped. Cruiser ended up doing something good.
We didn't even scratch them.
Churchill's insisting on staying in that one spot. Maybe now he'll go try to break up Cap. That would be perfect if he did, because that would make it easier for Sebastian to come in behind him. But no, it looks like he's going to come over here and try to take out Sebastianpotachka.
Target acquired.
Looks like the cruiser's trying to spray him from distance.
I don't see the target.
And the Churchill's in a bad spot right now, because if he doesn't go reset Cap, he loses. He's more than 5 seconds behind. He's 9 seconds behind, 8 seconds. So really, Sebastian can just sit here and wait for the guy to quit capping and know that he can pull out and be behind him, but I don't know if he's going to do that or not. He may just try to go in and finish it. I think if I were going to try to finish it, though, I'd come in from as far north as possible. Look at this. He's going to go up on top of the rocks. I'd try to come in from this side to make the cruiser go toward me, and that would create even a bigger time differential. Yeah, see, that's what he's saying. Stay on Cap. Don't get off Cap, because if I die, you can still win. Now, the other guy is not a good player, so you just hope he doesn't try to get fancy. He's going to come in at the last second and try to reset. Watch. He'll come in right at the end and try to squeeze off and get a kill, and here we go. He's looking the wrong way. Perfect. Get the Cap victory, and you get a kill-all victory. It's perfect timing. He was just waiting for the timer to get down to where he could pull up, and if he died at that point, who cares? Still won. Ends up with 9 kills. So we got 2,267 points of damage with 9 kills. 112 out of 174 shots landed. That's 64%. Had 57 points of spotting damage on 4 spots. Lost 3,254 credits. Had 100 points of base defense. And he ended up with 2,531 XP. Survived the fight. Got high caliber, top gun, defender, and then also arsonist, duelist, fire for effect, and bruiser mini medals, and that gives him a battle score of 2,621. And this battle will move into 3rd place, and the more astute of you may go, wait a second, that's really 2nd, but if you just checked out the website recently, you'll know he also has a 1st place battle coming up that we will see in 2 or 3 days. So that's something to look forward to. He even outdoes this battle. He went over to the hill unopposed, got the snipe all over the place. A couple people tried to come in on him, the Stug being one that made it to the hill, and he just waited and baited the guy into shooting, and once he shooted, he pulled out and flanked him. And then while he was waiting to reload, I think it was Artie that took him out. And then with the cruiser and him up against a whole bunch of enemy tanks, and the cruiser, I don't know, maybe he's had a frontal lobotomy or something, but he didn't seem to be capable of logical thought. He was just kind of drifting around. So Sebastian said, hey, no problem, mate. I'll just kill them all myself. And that's what he did, with the exception of the T-25. He came over, and at one point he was 1-on-3 himself against 3 people on cap. And here's another lesson to learn from the enemy team. Don't do what the enemy team did. There's 3 of you, there's 1 of him. All of you go attack him. Even if he takes 1 or 2 of you out on one clip, he still has to reload, and you kill him while he's reloading. Don't sit there and be targets. But that's what they did. And that let him mow them down one by one. The Churchill took the longest because he's the biggest and it's harder to get him. And in the process, Sebastian almost died. Got down to 5 hit points left for the fight. But doesn't matter if you only have 1. 1 hit point left, you're still alive. You can still pull off the victory. And he waited at the very end, got in position to where he could come in, hopefully from a spot that Churchill wouldn't be expecting, so he could unload the clip and get the kill. And that's exactly what happened. He did it when there was no chance of a loss, so if he died, it didn't matter. But again, go back to that point where he was kind of down the hill a little bit. He was right here on this ramp. 3 of them right here. And they sat there and waited for him to pick them off. All they had to do was all 3 of them go together, let the heavy lead the way. The lights go in and support. As soon as the heavy goes over the hill, everybody goes with him, and they win the game. But they didn't recognize the opportunity. You have to learn to recognize the opportunities, both as an attacker and a defender. So, you saw very solid play from Sebastian-Potachka, but the lesson to learn came from the enemy team by totally misreading what they should have done. From Tundra, standard mode south spawn, getting 9 kills and racking up a huge score. Sebastian-Potachka, happy hunting.